All right. Your first assignment on the machine is going to be practice stitching. Okay, we've got straight lines, we've got curves, we've got circles, and we have pivoting. So the pivoting and the straight lines are going to be first, then we'll do the curves and the circles, and this will be your final. Okay, now you don't need thread in the machine for this. So I'm going to show you how to make this go. So you can see the light is on. That means there is power onto the machine. Okay. I have got, you can't see this part, but I've got the thread hook at the top. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my paper and I am going to set it right here because we're going to start with one line. All right. Now this line needs to line up with this little notch, that little opening right there. And then I'm gonna take and drop my presser foot with the presser foot lever, okay? And I'm gonna line that up as best I can. Now again, remember there's no thread in here right now. So we're gonna go very slow and steady. You're going to, once your presser foot is dropped, you're going to push down on the foot pedal to give it power. You're going to go very slow. It doesn't want to go yet. There it goes. Okay. And you're just going to push through and guide your line all the way through. I'm doing something intentionally right now that is not exactly what you need it to be so that you can see, okay? I'm going to use my presser foot lever, which is right back here. You see my finger wiggling, okay? And I'm gonna lift up on the presser foot lever so that brings my presser foot up and I can remove my stitching. Now, as you can see, maybe, there are some holes in here where the needle went through. So this is practicing my stitching. So it is nice and straight. I'm pretty consistent. Oh, but see, I'm starting to pull away from that line. And now I'm really pulled away from that line, okay? That means I wasn't paying attention. I was moving my fabric too much. I wasn't letting the machine do the work, okay? So we're gonna do it again. And you are going to do all of these lines, okay? Because this is good practice to get you comfortable with the machine before you start actually using fabric. So we're gonna try this again, and I'm gonna try very hard to maintain. Now, I'm not pushing my paper through, okay? The feed dogs are pulling the paper through. I am gently holding the paper to guide it, to make sure that it stays straight and doesn't go off center, okay? I just wanna make sure that when I start, I stay the same all the way through, okay? So again, we're going slow and steady. We don't need to go fast. We just need to be easy and solid, okay? Now, if I look at this row, it is much straighter. It's right on top of that line all the way down, okay? I do not expect this to be your first row, okay? I have seen lots of things, and that is usually not your first row. But by the time you get all the way down to the last one, I should be seeing more of this, okay? Nice and straight, okay? Now, I'm gonna show you how to do the pivot because you will be doing something like this in your pants, in your bags. So I'm gonna start kind of in the middle, but what you're gonna do is you're gonna follow this line all the way around this paper. I'm gonna start right here because I wanna show you what it is, and then you guys will be able to work on it. Now, again, we're trying to stay directly on that line. Are you seeing this? Yes, okay. So when I get to this corner, there's a trick on how to turn your corner so it stays very straight, okay? So I'm gonna do my line, I'm gonna go down, I'm doing nice and solid and straight, everything is perfect. And I'm gonna get just almost to the end, and I'm gonna use my turn wheel. Oh, I got one more stitch. There it goes. Now, you see how my needle is down inside the paper, right? So now I'm gonna go back over here to my feed dog, presser foot lever. I'm gonna lift that presser foot with my needle down inside my paper. I am going to take my paper and I'm going to turn it so that now I'm on that straight line again. I'm gonna go back up here to my lever. I'm gonna drop my lever and I am gonna continue on. Okay. I am going faster than you should go because I wanna get to the other end and show you how to turn again. So I get pretty close and I stop. And I'm gonna use my hand wheel. Oh, one more. There it goes. Now my needle is down. I'm gonna go to my presser foot lever and I'm gonna raise it. So now I can turn comfortably and easily. And see, I was going fast and I kind of veered off my line. That's why you need to go slow. So now I've turned, I've dropped my presser foot again, and now I'm gonna keep going, okay? So if you stop and it does something like this, it's not all the way up and it's not all the way down, and you can see right here that my lever isn't quite all the way up, okay? I'm gonna go over here to my hand wheel and I'm gonna turn that. Remember, it only goes forward, it does not go backward. So I'm going to keep turning that wheel forward until my lever comes all the way up and I can see the whole hook. Then I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna lift up my presser foot lever, I'm gonna take my material out or my paper out, okay?